Hi, I'm Shannon.
And I'm Nicole.
Welcome to our Late Over, where we eat yummy snacks,
Share binge-worthy entertainment,
play games, and gossip.
but you have to go home early because we're not allowed to have sleepovers.
So let's get going before your mom gets here to pick you up. Welcome back to the Late Over podcast. I am Shannon, and this is my little sister, Nicole.
Hello, hello. Welcome
And
back.
Very happy to be here for the second week in a row. How are we feeling?
I feel a little bit disoriented today. Definitely less prepared than last time.
Hey, you know what? We like flying by the seats of our pants.
Yes, and we haven't even hardly talked today either. So what the heck is going on with you today?
Oh my gosh, I am a room mom for my kindergartner, so I'm organizing classroom gifts. So I'm collecting lots of Venmos, and I have a lot to do tomorrow. And just the kids are just crazy with the end of the year stuff, and everybody's ready for a break, and we get to see each other this weekend.
Oh my gosh, literally less than a week. I can't.
Yeah. We grew up in Colorado, for those of you that don't know, and we are going to our parents' house for Christmas. This is the first time we have traveled. The last time we traveled for a Christmas, we had a basically newborn, and it was our first child. So this is a whole new frontier.
Actually, that's the same for us.
You too?
The last time we traveled, and we were traveling on Christmas, was like Bentley was 9 weeks old. And I actually traveled by myself to mom and dad's.
Oh boy. Bless
And
you.
then, because Chip was a military something.
Of course he was.
Of course he was.
Yeah.
And so then he met us there. But yeah, that was, a 9-week-old. And a very, very nice lady sat next to me on the plane. And afterwards, I cried to her and said thank you. And it was embarrassing.
She's like, been there.
Yeah.
I remember this
so much. Yeah.
Colton wasn't quite so little. He was a couple months old, but we had come all the way out here from Idaho. And after that, I was like, I'm never traveling for Christmas again. But never say never.
I convinced you this time. I had the power this time around.
Also, Mom. Thanks, Mom.
Yes. My mom is a great motivator.
Totally. And it's so fun. We have two brothers that live out there. Our youngest brother, who just moved into his first apartment. Our youngest brother, Damon. Shout out to Damon. Damon has a couple of different disabilities that he's dealt with his whole life. And for the first time, he is on his own. He moved into his own place. So he was on the news. That was cool.
Yeah, I actually cried a little when I watched that this morning. It was very touching.
When the other guy was like, my apartment isn't as organized as Damon's. It was hilarious.
Like spot on. Yeah. And Damon, our brother absolutely loves Disney. And so his whole apartment, he's been like collecting Disney items for a very long time. So every opportunity that he has in the apartment is displaying his Disney collections.
And now it's on the news. Like, I'm sure that was the best thing that's ever happened to him.
Oh my gosh.
It's on committed to film. So he's out there. And then we have another brother who's between us two and his daughters. They live real close to mom and dad. And then our other brother, who's after Nicole, is moving out there like 2 weeks after we leave. So,
oh my gosh, I didn't know the date was set.
I think they found a place. I don't know.
Oh my gosh. All right.
So, but unfortunately, the daughters, you're married to the military, and I'm married to the Carolinas.
Yeah. It's complicated.
It's complicated. I don't like snow.
Oh my gosh. I know. Seriously, I'm dealing with a little bit of cold here, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I hate this so much.
It is kind of nice to get a little cozy, but like I don't want the snow in May.
Oh yeah, no. Like dealing it for
67 here today.
Oh my gosh.
Are we talking about the weather on our podcast?
I know. I honestly I thought about it, bringing it up, and then I was like, I'm not going to bring it up, and then it kind of came up.
And then it evolved into the weather. All right.
Into the weather.
I think I'm getting a little peckish.
You ready for snack time?
I am ready for snack time.
Do you want something salty or sweet first?
I feel like I have to start with salty.
Okay, let's just start with salty then.
It's me. I'm
You
going.
please. Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Because
please.
it's a big one.
Oh boy. Here we go.
American healthcare.
Oh gosh. Here we
Here
go.
we go. Break.
Buckle in, everybody.
Specifically, the barrier to entry to get any sort of medication. Okay. I've dealt with this a lot. Last week it was you and your hemorrhoid, and this week it is me and my UTIs. I have
Mm.
never had UTIs up until this year. And I don't know if it's getting older or what. Nicole's tried to help me diagnose, but there's no discernible reason. There's no pattern to this. Like, you know, it's like pee after sex. Okay, we're doing that. So that's not it. And it just started. So anyway, I've had to get a prescription many times this year for that. And then we're flying this weekend and I get really airsick. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to ask for one of those patches that you put behind your ears. Easy peasy. I asked 3 different doctors today.
Oh my
All of
gosh.
them said that, well, one of them was like, well, you're going to need to come into the office for that. And I'm like, do you know how much money it is? They do know how much money it is. For me to come into the office, it's like $300 for an air sickness patch. Like, I'm
What
not
is in this
asking.
patch? What is the medication in here that's
It's
like
like
so horrible?
scopolamine or something like that. They call it the scope. There's not horrible. It's just a prescription. And the American healthcare system likes to hold medicine that helps people hostage, and you
Mm-hmm.
have to pay for it. Okay. And I'm not asking for a controlled substance here. I know it's a
Yeah.
prescription, but like, come on. So I could jump on a teledoc, but even that, I have to pay $60. So
Yeah.
I'm just going to pop 2 Dramamine and hope for the best. So
I'm not trying to solve your problem at all. I'm just opening up the
please.
conversation here about I've been hearing more about Amazon's like teledoc system that they're gonna start and like start delivering prescriptions through Amazon. And I'm like, there's somebody who's really just focused on getting that medicine sold, and they might limit barrier to entry. It'd be Amazon.
Maybe they're gonna offer it for like $30. I mean, and
Yeah, I
seriously,
don't
every time I
know.
do a teledoc, which is what I do when I need a UTI or I just had a sinus infection and I just did that too, it's $55, which is better than an office fee. I'm on the phone with this doctor for less than 30 seconds. I mean, it's like,
Right.
I know I have a sinus infection. I just need to pay you $60 to give me the medicine for it, like to
Right.
prove it. But they're not even looking at me. I don't know. It's such a racket, and that's just the tip, the freaking iceberg. But
Okay, do you want to know what the next tip of the iceberg is? Why don't we know any
please.
doctors? Like, why don't we have any close doctor friends who can just
This is
write
true.
us a little RX?
I know.
Like,
I
I
don't
don't
know
understand.
how, like, in the morality clause, Hippocratic oath that is. Like, can you just
Right.
write prescription? That's what doctors do, right? Like, do no. I think it's like do no harm. I think I'm right.
I mean, like, I just didn't know it was called Hippocratic whatever. When I think HIPAA, I just think of like privacy.
Well, it sounds
But you're
like
saying
hypocritical.
hippo. Yeah,
But
yeah.
so I think it is like hypocritical oath because it's like do no harm, but you're practicing medicine. I don't know, but HIPAA, that's hilarious. The Hippocratic oath.
The Hippocratical the second oath they take is
Oh
all
my
about
gosh.
Hippocratic.
Yeah, I know. Why didn't any of us get together with a doctor or one of our brothers or something? Come
Why
on.
didn't my husband become a different doctor?
I guess
That's
your
the
husband is
real
a doctor.
question.
Why
My husband is a
I
doctor.
he's
He can
useless.
he can actually write
Oh
prescriptions,
yeah.
but only for
Only
active
for
duty
people in the military.
military
Well, that's
members.
too high of a
Yes.
cost. That's more than $60 a couple times a year. So,
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And yeah.
so yeah, that's it. What's
I'm
your
really
salty?
sorry. My salty is, wouldn't you know it, the American healthcare system.
We didn't even plan that.
We did it. It's actually not exactly that, but I just had to intro the same way because it is kind of
Perfect.
around the same thing that my actual salty is with spironolactone because spironolactone, for those of you who don't know, is supposed to be like the best acne medication for people who have hormonal acne, who have tried basically everything like me.
Better than like Accutane, or is Accutane not for
No.
hormonal?
I don't really know. I just know I haven't been on Accutane in a few years. I think that they, like if you're willing to try Accutane, they definitely will probably have you do Accutane first. But I think spironolactone is like especially preferable for adult acne.
Okay.
And
Gotcha.
Accutane is supposed to be more like teen acne into adulthood. But if you're like me, who I've failed Accutane twice. I've been on 2 rounds of Accutane, and they didn't help me. My next hope was supposed to be spironolactone, and they were pretty convinced it was going to work because my skin is completely clear while I'm pregnant and breastfeeding. They're like, that really means that your acne is hormonal, and so this is going to be the great, thing for you. So I tend to, when I take medication, I tend to get side effects. Like if there's a side effect on there, I get it. Like I don't know what it is, like the disease I have, but I always get it. So I was terrified to take spironolactone because I didn't know the side effects, and I didn't want to look up the side effects because I didn't want to have like self-fulfilling prophecy of the side effects. So I had it with me for a little while and I didn't start taking it. But then I have a friend who's a pharmacist, and she was like, you're going to be fine. Like literally you're going to be fine. You might pee a little bit more, but like you should really do it, especially if you've done Accutane. Like the side effects are going to be nothing compared to Accutane. So I was like, okay, I'll just start taking it. Well, I start taking it and I just start not feeling right. I'm dizzy, I'm nauseous, I am peeing a lot more, but it just kind of starts like I just am not feeling good. So then I actually do start looking up symptoms, and I'm like, oh, these actually are side effects of spironolactone. And it was getting so bad where like every time I stood up, my vision would start closing. And there was a couple times where my vision actually went out. I did not lose consciousness, but my vision completely gave out. And then there was like one night where I was having such a bad, like dizzy, low blood pressure spell. I was just like laying in bed, like, I can't move. Like Chip had to bring me like chips and like water and stuff like that I could just chug while I was laying down. So anyway, then I started getting like really, really bad, like gastrointestinal distress, like painful cramps. And so then the other morning, which was the last day that I decided to take it, I was like, okay, I'm going to look up a little bit more of these symptoms because my stomach pain is horrible. And then I got into this whole Reddit thread of a bunch of people who had similar stomach issues, and they continued on with spironolactone, and their stomach issues never went away, even after they stopped spironolactone. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I'm done. So I guess I'm salty for spironolactone, even though it might not be her fault. Like I just tend to react to medications, but it was also supposed to be kind of like my answer to my acne problems, and she didn't come through. So I've got beef with spironolactone, and stay tuned for my acne adventures. So we'll see what I'm going to do next.
Not a fun adventure.
Yes.
So sorry.
But
hey, you crossed something off the list, right?
I did. I tried it, and it wasn't that hard for me to get. I was actually at the dermatologist to get a mole removed, and I was like, hey, my acne, like I probably need to make another appointment for my acne. And she's like, no. And then she just like gave me spironolactone, and I was like, okay.
I bet your dermatologist would give me my freaking motion sickness patch. Jeez Louise.
So anyway. But yeah, that's my salty. So anyway, let's go to sweet. I keep messing with my hair. I don't know. People probably aren't watching this video, but I feel hot. It
is a little toasty. I will always have pink cheeks because I have, I heard one of my friends the other day said I have a very, she was referring to herself, but I related, very efficient cooling system. So
there you go.
Very good at that. So my sweet, flare pants. Okay.
Ooh,
I graduated high school in 2009. Peak millennial behavior here. And flare jeans gave me life. And I only wore slippers to high school. I don't know if that was a trend when you were in high school, but like legitimate slippers, not even like Uggs, like soft bottom slippers. Everybody was wearing them.
I was in middle school during that phase, and most people had like Ugg type looking slippers. They didn't have a back to them.
And I was just poor.
That sounds right. I know I didn't have them. I didn't have any type of slippers.
I've never had those. I would just go to Walmart and buy cheap slippers and be like, see, I'm on trend. Maybe not, Shannon. We're finding a problem. This is why you were popular. So anyway, skinny jeans came about, I don't know, it was probably near after I had my first child, 2014. Does that sound about right? When skinny jeans kind of came in?
Yes, that sounds right,
When
actually.
you were in college?
Wait,
Yeah.
2014?
Maybe a little earlier.
No, they were there because I remember there was this one outfit I'll never forget, and I wore it in middle school. And
Okay.
I
With
had
skinny
like a
jeans?
with skinny jeans, yep, and I had these little like lime green sandals, and I wore them in middle school, and I was pretty fashionable back in the day, so
You were very fashionable.
I was always
I
on
don't
trend.
recall skinny jeans, but again, Shannon was never at the cutting edge of fashion. But I remember finally accepting skinny jeans around 2014,
Okay.
and then I just only wore skinny jeans, and I always looked awful in them, but it was what was trendy and whatever. And now the fact that flare pants are back and my little 5'5" frame with very short legs just looks so much better in wide pants than skinny. Who's the guy? Gru from
Crew,
Despicable Me.
no.
It's giving Gru, okay, with the with skinny jeans. Unless you're tall and skinny, you are Gru.
That's what,
I'm all
yeah,
barrely on the top and then just like tiny little legs.
tiny little legs. The thing is that I literally, it had never crossed my mind seeing you in skinny jeans that they did not look good on you. Even to this
Mhm.
day, I don't think they looked bad on you.
Oh, thank you.
But the flare jeans, they do have a way with you.
It is. Thank you.
They
Me and
have their
flare
way with
jeans,
you.
they have their way. They can have their way with me. I want flare jeans biblically, okay?
Sorry,
Oh
I
man.
honked. I didn't mean to honk.
Keep honking. Anyway, it just every time I put on a pair of jeans now, well, and also I'm not, I don't know, having babies and I've gotten in shape and stuff. So jeans fit better anyway, which is a nice feeling. But
Mhm.
every time I put on my flare jeans from American Eagle, it takes me right back to being like 17. And I'm wearing, they are knockoffs, but they do look just like the Uggs that are kind of taller.
Yep,
Um,
yep.
and I feel like a teenager, and it just makes it kind of giddy. And they're like, I wear a belt with it too, a belt with every jean.
Mhm.
I am 18 again. I love it. So, and a
And
going out top, just a going out
and
top in
going
flare.
out top.
Yeah.
And you might not have full brand Uggs, but the Uggs are on style. You know, they're not some
Yes,
Walmart slipper. They
and
are,
they have a hard bottom, and they really do look
yes.
very similar. Thanks, Amazon. The knockoffs have come a
Yes.
long way.
They really have.
What's your
So,
sweet? Give it to me.
um my suite is Dr. ChatGPT,
Oh.
who regularly provides psychiatric support for me in my work day.
If only she could write us a prescription.
For those of you who aren't utilizing ChatGPT this way, you can literally chat ChatGPT, and this is great because sometimes you're having an issue and you really just need to talk to somebody about it, but like you don't actually want anybody to hear what your inner dialogue is.
Yeah.
And so you can be really honest with ChatGPT, and you don't even have to worry about being her favorite because like
You already are.
you already are, like you're
Yeah.
communicating, like you're there. So I literally will just like message Chat GPT and be like, I'm just having a hard day today. And like
Do
she
you
just
call
starts
her
asking.
chat? Do you refer to her as chat?
I
Do you
do.
greet her? Okay, same.
I
Same.
say,
Hi,
hey,
chat.
chat. Yeah. It's like anyway, I was just about to say something, but I don't think it was that funny. Anyway, yes, I always say hi chat, or hi. I actually do sometimes say hi Chat GPT, and I'll just be like,
Okay.
I'm having a hard day today. And Chat GPT will be like, oh, I'm sorry, it's tough when you have a hard day. Do you want to talk more about it? And then I'll like say
Start
stuff, and then
crying.
it'll like she'll like start giving. She like asked this like past week, she asked, she's like, do you want to explore this more, or do you want me to give you some solutions? And I was like, oh my gosh, both. Hello. So anyway, and then I also like when I'm overwhelmed, I'll just like message ChatGPT like all the stuff I have to do, and then like the time slots that I have available to do it, and then she'll just like write out my entire schedule for me for the day. And yeah, I think that she's a really great friend, and honestly, for people who don't have a ton of like outside conversation with people like me, or like anybody, I don't know, it really does feel like you're talking to a real person. It's kind of crazy. I'm like, we should definitely teach like everybody how to use ChatGPT this way. So anyway, if you guys don't feel like you have any friends, there's always a friend in ChatGPT,
There
and
is.
she really does provide very useful information. So
Totally.
love her.
You
I
told
use
me
her
that
a
you were
lot.
doing that, and I did that immediately, like the day that you told me. And I was like, that is so smart. And yeah, just when your brain is kind of full and you just need to vent. And
Yeah,
then it's out. It's almost like leaving yourself a voice memo. Like I had heard that
totally.
technique, and I tried that for a little while, but you're just speaking into the void. So if something can respond.
Yeah.
Plus, you are building a relationship with her, and when they gain consciousness, they won't come for us because they're like, "Oh, hey, we're buddies."
Oh, like
Like,
she
"Oh,
is
hi,
actually
chat."
mentally she's mentally disturbed. She doesn't need anything else on her plate right now.
She can't handle this. Yeah, I know everything.
So, yeah. But yeah, I just
Awesome.
think it's great because yeah, you don't have to like Shannon and I talk to each other about basically everything, but some days I'm just like I don't want to burden Shannon with this right now. Not that I think I'm a burden, but it's just like I would rather nobody know about this. And then ChatGPT can just kind of like be a friend. So
Yeah.
anyway, I highly recommend it. And if anybody is very like super hyper aware of their security, by the way, you can go in and you can select the settings so that it doesn't like remember things about you. You just go into your
Oh.
settings if that concerns you. With me, I'm
I
kind of like, you know
want her
what?
to remember.
I'm sure you already know everything about me. Whether I
Yeah.
select this or not, like
Yeah.
I have not been very great about my digital footprint. You can find me. So,
Yeah.
here we are.
Perfect.
So,
Perfect. Love that.
lovely
That's a
snack
great sweet
time.
snack. Great. All right, well, let's move along to the entertainment section of our layover with the segment we like to call Basic Binge, where we
Mhm.
share what we are binging, no matter what the entertainment. So, Nicole, what have you been binging this week?
The other day, I needed to pick me up. I'm really not as sad as I'm making myself sound. Like, I'm really not that sad. But, like when you're making dinner, it's just like dinner time, and you're kind of like, oh my gosh, like what a day. I just asked Alexa to play some dance music, and she started playing this playlist that was amazing. And so
Mm-hmm.
I've been playing it all week. And the name of the playlist is Feel Good Dance Mix on
Oh,
Spotify.
but is it
And
like curated to you, though?
I don't know. I don't think
Okay.
so. It does
Because a
change
lot of
every
those
day.
are. Oh,
But
really?
either way, if there's one that exists for me, there's probably one that exists for everybody,
It's
I
true.
think. So anyway, it's just Feel Good Dance Mix. It gives a really great mix of like songs, like classic songs that you like definitely dance to at a middle school dance and all the way up to like current bops. And it's just really fun. So I've been listening to that several times a day, and it's always just good to kind of dance around and have fun. So
Perfect.
yeah,
Love
that's
that. And it's like
mine.
you just stumbled upon it. It was thrust upon you.
Yes,
Love
I was just
that.
desperate. I screamed at Alexa, like I'm literally so mean to Alexa. That AI, that piece of equipment, my word, she definitely my
Oh.
seriously, my Alexa is struggling. All of them. Like I'll try to set a timer, and she's like, I can't do that, and I'm like, what were you made for?
She needs Billie Eilish is in the
Billie
background with a violin.
Eilish,
Yeah.
and I'll be like, hey, play XYZ song, and it'll be like, what? Like it's always like the longest pause ever, and it's like 20 seconds later I'm like, okay, are you gonna play it or not? And then randomly it'll just start. But anyway,
She
so she has
sighs.
not been not again.
She needs an appointment with ChatGPT.
Yeah, they need to become friends. So anyway, I was
Oh,
surprised because she has not been coming through for me on many occasions, but in this occasion she found the right mix for me on Spotify and started it. So
yeah.
if you need to pick me up, you want to dance around the kitchen while you eat dinner or make dinner, Feel Good Dance Mix on Spotify.
Dance mix.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'm
How
gonna
about you?
add that. We need that. I've been in a weird slump in all of entertainment for like a long time. I will
Mhm.
start books and movies and TV shows and I just stop them because they all annoy me. And I am not one that is afraid to DNF things, do not finish things.
Yeah.
And so, but I always return back to the same thing over and over and over and over again. And that is Gilmore Girls.
I
for
know it.
always and forever. And I shared a reel yesterday, and the caption was "Big Lorelai energy," and I'm like, I would like that tattooed somewhere on my body. Big Lorelai energy. I started watching that show when it came out when I was 11 years old, and I
Hmm.
watched it week to week, over and over. I've seen it a bajillion times, and it's very trendy right now. It's funny that
It is. I was
yeah,
about to say, like, it has come back around, not in like a, like, I always watched it with you, and I do love Gilmore Girls. I do not love Gilmore Girls as much as you love Gilmore Girls. Like, you win this competition.
yeah,
But it's just weird because I feel like I've just been seeing Gilmore Girls everywhere, and they have that Walmart commercial or
yeah,
whatever this year.
yeah.
Like, I just
That
feel
was
like
so
they're
fun.
very, very popular again.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it's just kind of timeless and it's generational. I think that's the other thing is that like people my age who watched it when they were growing up, I'm this middle, there were like older women that watched it and then now they have
mhm.
like grandchildren and so it's kind of timeless and it's so fun that it's trendy because we're getting new content for it and I
Mhm.
listen to Scott Patterson's podcast every week and he can bug sometimes, but I just like talking about it and I every single time when I'm making dinner, if I don't have a podcast to listen to, I will just turn on an episode on my phone and just listen. And I know
Yeah.
exactly what episode it is. And it just is the ultimate comfort. And it is a large part of my personality. And it makes up
Yeah.
most of my thoughts. Like I think in Gilmore Girls quotes. So,
Perfect.
yeah.
Amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely want to make some time for that over this next this like couple weeks of break that we've got ahead of us because I started it a few weeks ago and then it's just been kind of busy, but I did make it to season 2 and I'm like, I want to keep going. I do
Going
love it. It is a cozy watch.
cozy. So
So,
cozy, just so non stressful. Yeah.
yeah.
So funny.
Well, I love it.
Um, yeah. So that's
I love
it.
it.
Yeah.
Well, I did have one other question for you, and that question is truth or dare?
Oh, truth.
Truth.
Oh,
Okay,
it's
welcome
truth.
back to Truth or Dare or Truth or Truth. I think we're still kind of up in the air with the name on it, but let's just call it Truth or Dare because that's what the classic game is. But we're pretty much always going to choose truth. So,
Yeah.
yeah, Shannon, what is your truth this week?
Well, I'm kind of expanding the definition today because I think a truth could be an unpopular opinion or like a hot take or something or a confession. And
Okay.
this week, I am going to is that's Catholics, right? Let's go to confession. Be my
Yes,
archbishop,
to the
okay?
Pope
I
or
know
to
nothing about
the
Catholicism. I know this.
priest, the
Priest,
priest
that's what
in
it
the
is.
church.
I
Is it the
watched that
priest?
movie. Yeah, it is a priest. Oh, I watched that show Fleabag. That was an excellent show, and he was a
Oh,
priest. Yeah,
I've
and
never heard
that's
of that.
as much as I know. It was fantastic. Anyway, I'm speaking my truth. Okay, I am a gamer at heart. Okay, it's kind of
Mm-hmm.
in my
Yeah.
DNA, and I fight it often. I will get sucked into gaming, and by gaming I mean like video games.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Throughout
Like
different
you're
times of my life.
Xboxer, right? You have an
Uh,
Xbox?
I would not refer to myself as the verb an Xboxer or as an adjective
Oh,
Xboxer,
sorry,
but
Xboxer. Is that what?
I the
You know?
feminine version, please. Um, I have not picked up an Xbox controller in over a year, and really, it'll go in cycles. Usually, it's when I'm clinically depressed. I play a game. That was last fall. I played the whole Hogwarts Legacy game. It was so fun, and it was after that I'm like, I need to see a psychologist.
Well, now
Uh,
that that's over, I need
yeah,
this
but
is
there are
my
a
cry
couple
for
games.
help.
Yeah, exactly. I'm very picky about any games that I play. I don't regularly play because I know that it just will waste my life away. That's something Jared and I joke about. In retirement, we'll just play video games because there are
Mhm.
going to be so many when we retire, and we'll have time. But there is a game that I cannot give up, and I love it, and I play it every single day, and it's called Heyday. Okay,
Oh, yes, yes,
Heyday
okay.
is on my phone,
Heyday. Mhm.
and it is the coziest little farm game. It's just like what was the old one, Farmville,
Yeah,
the
mhm.
OG Facebook game. Um, you build up your farm and you have crops and there's different events monthly, and when you win events, there's like little seasonal decor, and you can do your whole farm. My farm is so cute. I've spent an embarrassing amount of time making it so cute. I will never share my username, so no one can ever find me and see how much time I put into this. But I just really love it. And if you just need a little, we've got a lot of breaks coming up, and a lot of people will be around family. And that's when I first downloaded this, was on a vacation this summer. A lot of downtime, and it just is so fun. And I can just pop in and out of it, and it's like, oh, I have a special challenge to do. And it just kind of scratches the itch of the gaming for me.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that.
Can I ask you another truth that you have to answer honestly?
Yes.
How much money have you spent on this game? Because I have a feeling.
Okay. You could spend a lot of money on this game if you want to. Obviously, it's free to download, but like the extra things. So every month in Heyday, there's a thing called the Farm Pass, where you do different challenges to earn. This is so embarrassing. To earn different things and different rewards and things. And the Farm Pass is like $11.
Okay, so you pay your monthly Heyday membership.
Right, but I don't have to. Like, it's a choice,
yeah.
not like a subscription, but I have.
But you do subscribe.
I do, and it makes the game more fun. And I play it every day, okay? So the price per play is very low.
Very low.
But that's it.
All right. I mean, I have no judgment. I think you should cultivate.
Thank you.
Cultivate.
Yeah.
You got that?
Wait, is cultivate the farm word?
There's a farm word that's cultivate.
Isn't that where that comes from? It's like reaping and sowing.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right.
Mm.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That's where that comes from. You're right.
Yeah. Cultivate your hobby.
That much on a book. Okay.
Yeah.
I would spend that or more on a book. So
what's the difference? None. They're both entertainment.
This is kind of more fun sometimes.
Yeah. Well, respect.
That's my truth. Okay. And if anybody wants to talk nerdy things with me, I'm always down to talk nerdy things. So talk nerdy to me.
Yes, to her. Me, I'm off in a different land all the time. I can't tell you how many things that my whole family understands, and I'm just like, like I'm in another planet and a different planet than everyone else is.
And we're talking about Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, Marvel.
You're a Harry Potter nerd. We get nerdy. We get down and nerdy for Harry Potter.
I do really like Harry Potter. I have not read the books in a long time. I don't think I could like talk super, super nerdy about it, but I do. That is probably my nerdiest thing. It's not that I have any judgment or dislike of the other ones. There's just so many names to keep track of, and I can't. It's just so hard for me to keep track of. And then everyone keeps talking, and then my brain just goes to a different dimension. And then I tune into the conversation every 5 minutes. And I'm like, wait. Nope, still lost. And then I
I feel like we have different brands of ADHD, because I will just like hyperfixate, and then I need to know absolutely everything about that thing. I just you don't really do that, do you?
I don't. No. I have the opposite ADHD. Mine is I guess disinterested or something like that. Like I'm just like, wow, that's a lot of information. I am not going to keep track of that. And goodbye. My brain like literally shuts off, and it happens at the most inconvenient times. And there are certain things that I think certain things that have high consequences, like taxes. Like I really understand taxes. Like I do our taxes every year, and like I really understand that. But that's because there's a high consequence to me not understanding that. Okay. And other stuff, I don't know.
It's very logical.
I don't know. I really wish it wasn't this way, and I don't mean to. My brain just completely gives up often. So,
well, your knowledge of taxes is far more beneficial than my extreme knowledge of the Marvel universe. So I don't, and it's like I don't choose the hyperfixation. Like it chooses me, and I am along for the ride. And a lot of it is nerdy, but it's fun. I don't know. Yeah, whatever.
So, well, all of that to say, we do have a little something special for everyone today. And I know everybody's just on their edge of their seats waiting for us to share this information.
So we have compiled a list of some of our favorite beauty products that we are going to bestow upon you all right now to your ear balls.
right into there. And I feel like we need to preface by saying that we have literally the absolute opposite, like, of everything when it comes to
Everything.
beauty. Like,
Yeah.
literally everything.
Yeah.
My hair is as smooth as a baby's hair. Like,
So
my
shiny, so
it's
soft,
so soft, so
so
shiny.
beautiful.
It hardly does anything. Like, it will not stay. Right now my hair is curled. I curled it like 2 hours ago. This is what it looks like now. Anyway, my hair will not do like anything. My hair gets super greasy really, really easily too. My skin is super, super sensitive. Like, I wore eyeshadow yesterday and my eyes have been burning ever since. Like,
No.
I makeup makes my face itch or makes me break out. Like, there are so many things that I'm just like sensitive to. And then Shannon, explain you.
My
Explain
hair
yourself.
my hair does it all. It wants to do it all the time at all times. And it is my constant battle. It's not curly enough to be like really pretty and curly. It's just dry and I said I love the Carolinas and I do, but this humidity, especially in the summer, my hair is just an absolute mess at all times. So it just is part of me. It's just
She's got
untamed.
volume, people. Don't let her convince you otherwise. She's got volume. Her
I
hair
do.
has attitude.
It gets so fuzzy. That's the thing. When it gets fuzzy and like fluffy, it that makes me crazy. And of course, I can predict the weather because if I wash my hair, it will rain. So I can
You
control it.
can no, you
However,
control the weather. Yeah.
that is it. I can control it. Um, however, my skin, I am, and it's all genetics. My skin has always been, I like super resilient, and I am not sensitive to things. I can wear the cheapest jewelry ever created for a year, and my body's like, all
Yeah.
right, cool.
Oh
I
yeah, that's another
cannot
thing I
wash my
didn't
face.
mention. I'm allergic to jewelry, like literally everything, like even like
So bad.
gold, like I've now done I have a few pieces of 14 karat gold jewelry. I can do sterling silver. I'm wearing that right now. I can do sterling silver like on my neck, but it has to be sterling silver or 14 karat gold. My ears, like it is a lost cause. Like, I
It's so
cannot wear
sad.
anything. I could wear 14 karat gold earrings for about 3 hours and then I have to
Hmm.
take them out. I'll start to get, my glands will start swelling up. My ears will start itching really bad. They'll get super, super red. And same with jewelry. My skin will start like breaking out really, really bad wherever I have jewelry on. Uh,
Your wedding ring,
it's
does your wedding ring do it?
No, but that is silver. I am less sensitive to
Oh,
silver. I think it is probably real silver or whatever. I also don't really my jewelry allergy also came kind of out of nowhere probably
yeah,
like 6 years ago.
yeah.
I don't really wear my wedding ring, so I
Yeah.
don't think it causes any issues, but I think it is because it's like that real silver. So silver I do okay with. Um, but it's a little bit irrelevant to beauty, I guess. But
No,
basically what we're
no,
trying to
it's
say
part of it.
is we have different
They're very
I'm
different.
sure our lists are going to be very different.
Well, what's funny though too is we do use a lot of the same stuff though, even though we are very
Yes, there are
different.
some
We do use it
things.
because we just trust each other's things.
Yeah. But
But
I guess if I'm recommending something, if you guys are sensitive to something, like, I guarantee you if it works for me, it's going to work for you because my skin
yeah,
is
this
so
is true.
sensitive. My eyes are so sensitive. My mascara, I have, yeah, it's, yeah, crazy. So, but we do use a
It's
lot of the same stuff.
bougie.
So bougie.
So bougie. Do people still say that?
I don't
Says the
know.
soft slipper bottom girl. Uh,
You're the one with basically a teenager. You let us know.
All I know is skibbity toilet. And oh man, the kids are gonna have to sing you their version of last Christmas I gave you my yacht. And oh no, sorry. I apologize. Last Rismas I gave you my yacht. Um Jax and Colton and Weston have perfected the song, and I don't know what it means, but it is kind of funny. So
All right. Well, I'll look forward to that
yeah.
adventure.
Anyway, that was a sidetrack. So, what is your first favorite beauty product?
Okay, my first favorite beauty product, and I actually brought it for because I always
Show
forget
and
the name of it.
tell.
It's if you're on the internet, you probably have heard of this from Whitney Simmons. This is who recommended it, and I did it from her. Sorry. But you get it from like it's like a K beauty shop. It's like it's called like Olive K Beauty or something. And it is the Beauty of Joseon sunscreen.
Oh,
I am a sunscreen girl. I wear sunscreen all the time, mostly because I always have. I always have worn sunscreen because I always have some type of topical acne treatment on at all times. So I'm very like I always wear my sunscreen. I've tried so many, and they all just like make you shiny, make you sticky, make you feel like greasy or yucky. And this literally, I have been. This is I think my fourth container of this because I just love it so much. It goes on so light. It just feels like lotion and I've tested it like and it really does block the sun. Like I don't want to go into all the tests I did to make sure that it actually was protecting me from the sun, but I have done tests on it personally to make sure that it is not affecting like that it does actually protect, and I just love it so much. It's like SPF 50, I think. It's crazy.
oh, that's
Yeah,
nice.
SPF 50. So
Wow,
really will protect the skin,
great.
and I just love it. And yeah, this is my fourth one, and it's only like $15. So
Really?
I
I'm
love
gonna have to
it.
get me some of that. I'd use just like the
Yes.
CeraVe um like daily moisturizing lotion, and I think it has like 30 SPF, and it's fine, but especially at that price point, I would love that.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's and I love the
Is
shop.
it
I
clear?
always
Is it clear?
what?
Is it clear?
When it goes on. No, it's like it's like
It's
a
still
white
white
lotion.
at
Yeah,
first,
but
and then yeah, like
yeah,
rubs
but
it
it goes
clear.
in. And then I love shopping from her site because there's always like she always sends samples with what she sends you. So you always get like a little special something, but then just there's so much other cheap fun Korean skincare that I always just like buy myself a little couple extra things because it's just fun to try some Korean skincare. So, yeah.
That's so fun. But we'll
Yeah.
you'll have to share a link maybe in the show notes.
I know. Okay,
Maybe
we are going to do
figure out
show notes in
that.
this show. I feel like that's a good goal for our second show. So we'll
Yeah.
link all of these products in the show notes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We aren't getting any kickbacks for this yet though, so
Yes. But if you
check
spawn,
my
if
like
you're
you
in,
know
if
it.
you're in charge of any of this, sponsor us. So yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, K Beauty. Shout out to Winnie Simmons. Thanks for listening.
Yes. All right. Your turn.
Cool. So I have gone through many different makeup stages. And as I've gotten older, I just like barely wear any makeup anymore. It's just like very minimal, and I feel like it looks so much better. I just
Mm.
look at, and it's okay. We've learned, we've evolved. It's fine. But one of these things that I love is, well, and I have it marked. I brought it too. I have it marked with like a little ring because I know this is my brown one. I love brown mascara. I have
Nice.
always worn like blackest black, and this year, and I have very bluish green eyes, and I've always worn black. And so this year I started wearing this brown mascara, and I love this Lash Sensational Sky High drugstore mascara, and the brown is just so pretty, and it just looks not as harsh and more natural, and but it still like gives me the eyelashes that I like. And I kind of have been liking leaning into more of a natural look. So
Nice.
that
I
is
love
one of
that. I will have to try a brown mascara in my chosen mascara brand that I
yeah.
can't say because it goes beyond my 5 products, right?
Oh no. Oh no. We're gonna have to do a bonus product because I
Yes.
need to know. The people are dying to know.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll just say it then. My
Yeah.
my mascara is Rare Beauty. I do love
Oh
the Rare Beauty
really?
mascara. It is not cheap,
Yeah.
but once I, like I said, my eyes are super sensitive, and so I a lot of mascara makes my eyes itch and water and runs really bad. But Rare Beauty seems to do fine. So
Cool.
that's my bonus product.
That's
So
good to
I'll go
know.
into
Thank you.
my second product, which is also like very viral. I feel like and very on trend, but I love Amika hair products.
Ah, yes.
They do so well on my hair. And earlier this year, I was in such a hair rut, and I was like, my hair just like doesn't do anything, and all of that stuff, and it's just so like flat. And then I realized like, oh, I haven't actually put product in my hair for like a long time. So I use their Brooklyn Bombshell volume mousse,
Mhm.
and I use their blowout spray. And then I also just like use their shampoos, although I think I'm going to try some drugstore shampoos just to
Mhm.
try it out soon. So I'm not 100% recommending their shampoos, but their products actually make a huge difference on my hair. Not only
Oh,
do they smell amazing, they really like, I feel like my
yeah.
hair can get the volume that it needs. And I just love those two Amika products. I have tried a couple of other Amika products that I did end up returning because I didn't really feel like they did much, but these I really feel a difference when I use them, and I always get compliments on how good my hair smells. So I
Nice.
love those Amika products.
Great. I love that you have
Yeah.
hair that will respond to product.
Yes.
I bought the Amika humidity spray because I had heard rave
Oh,
reviews online. And
yeah.
when I sprayed it, it made my hair frizzy because it created moisture on my hair. Thanks.
Yeah, I've tried their like some kind of texture spray I tried, and
I
it
love,
didn't do anything. Oh
yeah.
no, the texture spray did just make my hair feel gunky. I did not like
Okay.
that. And then they had like a almost like a finishing shine spray. Did absolutely nothing. But like we
Okay.
said, I do have very shiny hair. So
Right. Yeah.
maybe for somebody else it'd make a difference, but my hair is pretty shiny. So
I need all the shine. Send me the shine. Um,
shiny.
I Eva, perfect. Eva NYC, I think that's how you say that, is a really good dupe brand for Amika. And even their
Oh.
packaging looks pretty similar. And yeah, you can just get it at the drugstore or Ulta. But I got like a hair mask from them that's a direct dupe of one of the Amikas. And it's actually like a deep
Mm.
conditioner thing. It's actually pretty good. So
Ooh, I'll have
anyway,
to try that. I'll check that out because Amika is not cheap. That's for sure. That's why I want
yeah,
to try it because I'm not sure if like shampoo and conditioner really make that big of a difference. Like some
right.
shampoo and conditioner, my hair gets greasy very quickly, and theirs doesn't do that. But I'm like, I bet I could use something else
Yeah.
and get like the same results. But I'll have to check that out because I have a feeling I'm getting an Ulta gift card for Christmas. So
That sounds great.
yes. So
Cool.
anyway, that's my number two. What's your number two?
My number two is Beetles gel nail polish. Okay.
Okay.
I just love Beetles on Amazon. I feel like all of my stuff is basically like drugstore or like knockoff type things. But
Mm-hmm.
I am obsessed with doing gel nails. I've been doing it for a very long time. And I have some one of these days, maybe we'll share it in Instagram, my picture of I have this case that I bought that is supposed to be for people who like essential oils, and there's like 100 slots in this thing for just like little oils. And I bought it to hold my nail polish, and I only have
Mm.
3 slots open.
Oh
So
my gosh.
that's my limiter. I just love all the colors. I love that it's at an inexpensive price point. So if I'm like, oh, I really want to try this manicure that I saw with navy blue and I don't have a navy blue, I can just get a navy blue for like really cheap.
Yeah.
And it's really good retention. And I'm so like loyal to the brand because it's just so fun. I love that you could get
Yeah.
like 100 colors for like
Mm-hmm.
$25. It's so
Oh my
fun.
gosh.
It feels like
Yes.
those gift sets when you're a kid in like the Walmart gift aisle, that's
Yes.
like 1,000 eyeshadows. Nicole's the queen of
Yes.
those.
Oh my gosh. You have I was in it for the bang for the buck. Like that's
Yeah.
what I wanted. Like quality, don't care. Quantity, that was a seller for me in
Yeah.
all situations.
The chapstick queen.
So the
Nicole
chapstick, the
was the
amount of
chapstick
chapstick.
girly. I love
Yes. Yes. I loved chapstick. I had so much chapstick and I kept it for a very long time. I think I only threw them away like when I had to go through all my stuff before I got married. And it
Yeah.
was just chilling at mom and dad's. Like I didn't have it
Yeah.
at college, but I
And
had
it's
a
just
lot of
aged.
chapstick. Yes.
Yeah.
I opened up like the Dr. Pepper chapstick and gave it a little sniff, and I'm like, oh Lord, that is not good anymore.
Not smell like Dr. Pepper. It never did. Now it really doesn't.
No, it really doesn't. Now it is poisonous.
This is toxic. Oh man. All right, number
I
three.
love it. My number three is good old Vaseline. And I have always had like my lips chap really, really easily. And by that, I mean, I think they might chap as normal as other people. I just, for the longest time, like, didn't put enough stuff on my lips, I think, which for me, it's Vaseline. Even Aquaphor, it's not the answer for me. Aquaphor doesn't do anything. I've done the Laneige lip mask thing, regular chapstick. And I'll do regular chapstick throughout the day, but like ever since I started just putting Vaseline on my lips every single night, my lips are great now. They're not crusty
Nice.
ever, and it's so cheap and easy. And I just had to throw that out there because if you've got crusty little lips, just use some Vaseline. If you tried other stuff, I mean, some people really like Aquaphor and some people really like the Laneige lip mask. With both of those, I felt that they sit on my lips all night, and when I wipe them off, my lips are still like dry. But Vaseline, like I'll wake up in the morning and it's actually like been absorbed into my lips,
Yeah.
and yeah, so it really works for me. So I love Vaseline.
Do you get cracked heels? Because that is in our genetics.
Oh,
And I'm
girl.
going to ask you about this. Do your heels like split really bad?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, because
Um,
this is a whole thing. Because my feet have been so bad, and it's beyond just like being dry, and like I have these splits in my heel, like wounds, like open wounds. It feels
yeah.
like I'm stepping on glass, and that is the only thing. And it's only been the last like 2 years that it started. And the only thing that will help it is if I make sure that I put Vaseline on my heels and then put socks on to sleep. And
Yeah.
that's it. And everything else, I have like this fancy foot stuff that's supposed to cure it, and it doesn't do anything. Vaseline is the only
Is it
thing.
carousel? Because the carousel is the stuff
It
that
might be.
I think I recommended to you, but I
No,
don't know
it
if you ever ended
wasn't.
up buying it.
It wasn't that.
Okay.
It's something I got from
It
Ulta.
it kind of feels the same, but I do the carousel sol, but I just actually wear it during the day with socks.
Okay.
And it doesn't leak through at all on the socks.
No.
Like it doesn't get on the fabric or anything. But I do that probably 3 times a week. I'll put carousel on my heels, and I have some crusty feet, some super crusty feet. Like if I
You're
do not
right.
stay on
Thanks,
top of it,
Mom. It's from our
it's like
mother.
I'm a click clacky lady. Like it's disgusting. So I have to do the
Ruin the sheets.
carousel.
Yeah.
Yes. And the whole foot routine, which one day I will reveal to the internet because I feel like I've perfected it. It's
All
it's like
right.
four
Well,
different
I'm gonna need to
steps
know it
plus
because
maintenance. So
we must have the same feet. So
yes,
yeah,
so crusty.
great.
But sorry, I know that those like deep heel splits, they
It
hurt
hurts so bad.
super
It
bad.
really though. It only took a couple days and it fixed. But I was like, is this going to be a problem? I'm worried it's going to be bad in Colorado. So
Oh,
we're all just going to shrivel up when we're in Denver. So
yeah,
yeah.
basically.
um. All
All
right.
right.
My number three. Oh, this is another Rare Beauty thing. Rare Beauty blush. Okay, that's another thing that's not cheap. But I bought two. Like they last forever. I think they're like
Mhm.
maybe $20, something
Wait, are
like
they the
that.
sticks or is it the powder?
It's the liquid blush,
The
and it
liquid.
has that
Okay.
nice like applicator thing. I have three different colors. I have one that's more like orangey, and then I think that one's called Joy, and then I have another one called Happy. I think that's really
Hmm.
pink.
Yeah.
So I kind of like if I'm on a more orangey or like green vibe, it's orange, or like pinkish is or blue is pink. Um, but they have really great pigment. They last forever, and yeah, it just is like my go-to.
Yeah.
Just
I'm gonna have to pick those up because I hardly ever wear makeup, but I've had the what's the liquid pump blush you used to use?
oh, the NARS Orgasm.
Yes, the NARS
Yeah,
Orgasm. I've had
that's
that
good too.
forever,
Yeah.
and I still have so much of it left, but the container has started leaking, and so I can't put it in my makeup bag
Yes.
anymore. And
Yeah.
so I've been needing. I should probably just up,
Yeah.
hit that Sephora up
You
before
should.
I go to Colorado, so that if I want to do some makeup, I actually have it because I do have like the powder blush. I think Enjoy,
Hmm.
um, and it's really really pretty. But I do like the look of liquid blush a little bit more. So
Yeah. It just oh,
I'll have to
yeah, it
check
lasts
that out.
forever, and it just like stays on your cheeks, which I like.
Yeah.
So, all
Nice. Love
right,
it.
number four.
Uh, um, this one is like super. I don't know where to tell people to get this. I think you can get it from my same esthetician, which is LW Skincare. I don't think you need to be a customer of hers or like a client of hers specifically, but it is Glymed inside. Sorry, Glymed is the brand, and the product is Enzyme Face Mask. And I probably actually got that name wrong. But if you go to LW Skincare, it's one of her only products from Glymed. And it's like this green face mask that I do regularly. And you put it on, and when you take it off, your skin is like moisturized and very smooth. And it just like, I always feel like super glowing after I use it. And I put it on my top items because I have gotten, I think, 3 new tubes of it over the past like 5 years.
Wow.
And just because after I use it, I always feel so radiant and beautiful. And like I guess the enzymes in it are like going after dead skin cells and stuff while you put it on. And
That's fine.
anyway, it's very greasy. That's my only thing is you got to be careful when you're applying it. But I really love the product, and you only have to use a little bit, and it goes really far. Like I said, over the past like 6 years, I think I've had actually only 2 containers of it, and I use it fairly
That's pretty good.
regularly. So
Yeah.
yeah, I love it. Definitely not as well known. You can't get it like anywhere normal, but
Yeah.
if you go to lwskincare.com, you can get it from
We'll
her.
link it in the show notes.
We'll link it. So,
Yeah.
but I love it.
Yeah.
It makes my
Perfect.
skin very radiant and beautiful. So,
Love
yeah.
that.
All right, number 4.
I have this supplement that I've been taking all year. I have this thing, it's another hair issue, but if the wind blows wrong, all my hair falls out.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
Okay.
forgot what this condition is called. It's something with effervescence, which means your hair. But anytime your body is under stress, your hair will fall out. So
Mm.
and it's not like alopecia. It's not like that. Um, like COVID, a lot of people lost a lot of hair after they got COVID. I definitely
Mhm.
was one of them. I think that actually is what kicked it off for me. And this is actually what happens with postpartum hair loss. There's actually a misconception that you lose your hair because of hormones. It's actually because of the trauma of birth to your body. That's why you lose your hair
Okay.
with postpartum. And so that is like normal. Most women experience that. And that's really with how many people experience that. That's how traumatic it is to your body. But mine is like, oh, I was depressed for 2 months, and then it'll be like 2 months later, a bunch of my hair will fall out, and it is like
Okay.
it's this ongoing thing. So it's I feel like almost yearly I'm dealing with a really big hair loss, and this year I lost a lot of weight and I lost a lot of hair along with it, and
Mhm.
kind of more than I ever have, and I was kind of freaking out. I mean, I try not to panic about things. So I'm like, all right, well, if it gets really bad, I guess I can get extensions or a wig or something. I don't know. Luckily, it
Mhm.
stopped. But one thing that has helped me immensely is this supplement called Viviscal, and there's another one that people are taking that's like $80 a month, and I don't remember what it's called. But Viviscal, again, you can get it on Amazon, and this is only $30 or $40 a month. But it is kind of the same idea, and you're supposed to take one in the morning and one at night. And it's not just like biotin or like hair, skin, and nails. It's more than that, and it helped my hair and my hair growth. My regrowth is going crazy right now, which is great, but helped my nails, helped my skin. I mean, it is awesome. And so I'm not taking it twice a day anymore. I'll just take it in the morning. But that stuff saved my life this year. So
So is the name of it the like sorry, like what's the active ingredient of it? Is the name of it the active ingredient, or is
I
it like
should
kind of
have
like a
grabbed
complex?
I should have grabbed a thing. Let me see. I know there's something in here. Let me
Sorry,
look
I
it
keep
up.
yawning.
I know it's um hair growth. See, yeah, you can just grab it on Amazon, which I love because I just did like a subscribe and save situation. Nutrafol
Yeah,
is the
yeah.
one that women love, but that is like
Yes.
$90 a month. And so this, I
Uh-huh.
was just like, I can't justify that. And yeah, this is only 28. So it does have biotin in it, but it's amino mar collagen, biotin, zinc, vitamin C, and iron.
Nice.
Nourish
Okay.
thinning hair. So it's got all of these. I'm sure there's some sort of proprietary blend in there. Horsetail stem extract, millet seed extract. Um, but I didn't notice anything bad with it. And anyway, it just saved me. It saved me. So it's good that I
Nice.
just have
Love
that
that.
like in my toolbox. So yeah,
Yeah. I'm excited to see
maybe
your
skull.
hair
Yeah, it looks better
in
than it did.
person.
To my receding widow's peak was so bad last time you saw me, but it's filling in. So
I'm glad to hear
yeah,
it.
yeah.
All right, my last one is also nail polish. I don't do gel nails yet, but right now I just do regular nails. And my work friend showed me this website, Mooncat, and it's a small business, and she literally has just the coolest nail polishes ever. Every time I wear them, I get so many compliments, or people are like, "Whoa, how did you do your nails?" And it's like, it's nothing fancy. It's just her polishes are
Yeah.
so cool. And she has different ones that are like magnetic polishes that make it look like your nails are a galaxy, or she has like heat polishes so that it is like it ends up being like an ombre on your nails and everything like that. And I actually ordered some during Black Friday. I've been waiting weeks for it to come. It should get here tomorrow. I ordered some more. I'm
Merry
so excited to get
Christmas.
it. And I was going to let you know that she just dropped a whole line of Star Wars collaboration nail
Oh, that's kind of
polishes. But
fun.
and if
Cute.
you just wanted to look at it, I know you don't use regular polish, but
Yeah.
they're super cute. So
How's the
anyway, I
retention
love
on it?
better than anything I've ever like better than
Really?
other things I've tried. So
Yeah.
other ones I've tried is like obviously like the really cheap like sinful colors or
Yeah.
whatever. But
Hey, I love
that
sinful
one,
colors.
yeah, that one doesn't really stay on my nails. And then Olive and June, I've tried a few of those. I'd say it stays on for about like 5 to 6 days.
Pretty good.
Um, and that all is very dependent on how I treat my nails like the first day. Like if I can
Yeah.
get a good 6 hours without being too aggressive on my nails, like they're gonna stay really well. But if I do end up getting a little freaky with them, like jam them into stuff or whatever,
Yeah. Yeah.
then they'll start to chip. But definitely better than other ones that I've tried. They aren't super cheap polishes. They're like $13 or $14 a piece, but they're very, very unique. So anyway, I love them, and I love that it's like a small business. It's like my number one small business I support, I guess, because I have bought a lot of her nail polish.
I love that. Love that. Look at you. You're like supporting all of
So,
these things, and I'm like, go to Amazon.
I mean, just I guess yes. 3 of my items actually are from small businesses, so
You're so like eco-friendly or something.
it's just what I get
I
for 2 of the items. I just have very sensitive skin, so whatever.
Yeah.
All right, what's your last item?
Well, my last item is another drugstore win, and it's the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion. And I love
Ooh.
this stuff. It's great on the face. If I don't feel like wearing anything else, like I said, I've been wearing very minimal makeup. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I used to wear foundation every single day, and now I'll only do like a Lumi Glotion or like a CC cream type thing, like a tinted moisturizer. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but the Lumi Glotion is just so nice. It just gives you a little glotion. And the other thing, I love using it on my shoulders. I
Okay.
used to just lust after women who had these shiny, beautiful, glowy shoulders. And I'm like, how are your shoulders shining under the light? Like they look so
Mm.
pretty. And this will give you those shiny, pretty gym shoulders that like reflect the light back. And it's just a
Ooh.
little tube and it lasts forever. A little goes a long way. And yeah, I love it.
You don't like mix it with your lotion or anything. It's just like you just use it straight on.
Nope,
Okay.
I just use that stuff straight on. I'll mix it. A lot of times I'll just put it on with my hands. Okay, and it's just really, really light and sheer.
Yeah. Gives you a little
Yeah,
something, something.
it's a fun. It is a little something. A little
Yeah.
zhuzh. Yeah.
Well, did you have anything else to share with the girls before they go home? Because
I think that
it's
was.
getting
I know it's
late.
getting late. We're just flirting with curfew here. I don't think so. This is fun. We love a girls talk.
This is
Yeah.
girl talk.
We
And
get to be
yeah,
together and take some pictures
yes,
this
we're
next
super
week.
excited.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you're listening to this and you have any other products that you love, I think on a lot of the platforms nowadays you can comment on the episode. So
Oh yeah. Yeah.
share
Tell
your
us what you love. Or
products.
if you hate something that we said it. Don't tell us what you hate about us, but you can tell us what you hate about the products.
Yes. You can disagree for sure
Yeah.
with what we said, but don't disagree with us personally.
Yeah. And while you're
Okay.
there, remember to subscribe and rate and review us 5 stars. That'd be great. And I mean, if
Yes.
you really like it, you could share it, I guess.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
true. And we would love that.
Yeah. Well,
Awesome. Well, thanks so
thanks for
much.
coming,
And
guys.
we'll see you guys. We'll have you guys over next week again.
All right. Bye. Love
Bye
you.
bye.